Namaste. Welcome to our very first practice for All Levels Yoga School. Happy 2020. May it be the best year of your life. That's my hope and my prayer for you. I'm so honored that you're here and joining me for this online program. Thank you so much for deciding to make yoga a part of your life for this year. It really is one of the best decisions you could have made, and I'm so grateful and honored to be your guide. Today is going to be all about coming to our center and finding joy in our body right here, right now. I know a lot of us might come into our yoga practice for the new year with certain goals in mind. Maybe that's to have a more consistent workout routine, or become stronger, or become more flexible. But it's a lot of thinking about what we want to attain or obtain. And I'm going to invite you to bring yoga principles into this goal setting of yours and try being okay with where you are right here, right now, and honoring that. So today is all about honoring where we are right now. So let's come to a comfortable seat. Maybe that's Sukhasana, easy seated pose, like this. If you're a little bit more open in the hips, you might bring one foot, tuck it in between the calf and the thigh. That's my natural sitting position. Or you can even bring your feet out like this. And if you find that it's hard to sit tall, then bring your yoga blankets or a pillow into the picture and sit on your blankets, and that should help you sit a lot taller. So find any comfortable seat, wherever that is, and bring one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in and notice as you do so that your belly rises and fills, and as you exhale, the belly falls back down and draws in towards the spine. So keep this happening. Inhale into your belly, fill it up. Exhale, relax your belly back towards your spine. Take one more inhale. And draw all that air out, push it out, exhale. Now inhale into your belly, but also into your chest. Fill it up. And as you exhale, relax the chest, and then relax the belly. So we inhale from bottom to top, and exhale from top to bottom. Try that a few more times. Inhale, belly, and then chest. And exhale, chest first, and then belly. Couple more. Gently release the hands and bring them together at your heart. Sitting as tall as you can, let the crown of the head pull up. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears. And feel your seat connecting down into the earth below you. Feel that beautiful straight spine, that deep, full breath. And take a moment now to set an intention for your practice today, but also for your practice looking forward, and perhaps even your year ahead. Whatever comes to mind first is perfect, but set that intention. Once you set the intention, place one hand on your heart, but this time place the other hand right over that hand. Send yourself love and kindness and light through your hands into your heart, honoring where you are right in this moment, right here, right now. Feel your heart beating. Connect to that feeling of gratitude. Grateful for being alive, grateful for having a body that works, at least for the most part. Grateful for your yoga practice. letting that energy travel from your heart out to the world, opening your hands overhead, spreading your fingers, stretching up, looking up, and maybe even smiling. Reach those hands higher and connect the palms and bring them together to your heart. Now add your breath. Inhale, reach overhead, feeling grateful, feeling thankful, feeling purposeful, and exhale, bringing that into your heart. Remind yourself of your intention. Inhale, bring in your intention. Exhale it right into your heart. Last time, inhale, scoop up all of that good energy, everything that's coming to you. And then exhale, finding that center, honoring where you are right now. Let's take one hand to the side and one hand up and over. Now, normally the hips will lift a little bit here. We're going to keep that from happening. Root the hips down, no matter where your legs are. Root the sit bones down, and then lift up and then over to the side. So you'll get so much more opening that way by rooting down first, lifting up next, and then going into that side lean. See that? Now release, and let's do it on the other side. Keep the sit bones grounded as you reach to the side, and take that top hand, lift it up first. Get really tall, really long, then stretch it over to the side, and take a couple deep breaths here. You can breathe through the nose or the mouth. It's really up to you right now. Gently release, and we'll take the hands behind us, interlacing the fingers. I'll turn so you can see. We're going to keep the elbows bent so that the palms of the hands touch. So palms of the hands squeeze together, elbows bent, roll the shoulders back, and peel open the chest. Heart opens. Only go as far as you can go without any pain. No pain allowed here. Take a full breath. And then relax. We'll take the hands in front, interlace the fingers, flip the palms forward, and curve your spine like a cat. So it's a seated cat pose here, pushing the palms away, tucking the chin, maybe rocking side to side a little bit, opening through your back. And then keeping the hands how they are, but lift the palms over now, straight spine, getting as tall as you can. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Dynamic breath in, dynamic breath out. One more, inhale. Exhale to release, and shake it out. Give it a good shake. Really shake, 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 shake. Get that energy flowing. All right, we're gonna come to standing however you wanna get there. Slowly, deliberately, coming up to mountain pose or Tadasana. In Tadasana, we have the feet pointing straight ahead, so no natural turnout here. Let your second toes point straight ahead, lining up the outer edges of the feet. From there, we'll bring the palms of the hands forward, open the heart, and turn on the core. My legs are not locked out here. There's a tiny bend in my knees so that I can tuck the tailbone under, turn on strong core muscles, and then keep the palms of the hands open. Now fix your gaze on something. Stare something down, maybe a little spot on the wall or the floor, but that's your drishti, that's your focus point. And in our yoga asanas, we'll do that often. We'll steady our eyes, and as a result, our mind will steady as well. Now, shift your focus upwards, and as you do so, reach the hands up. Reach the hands towards where you're looking. Big inhale here, and exhale, bring your hands together at heart center and find your drishti from the floor. Inhale, look up, reach up. And exhale the hands back into the heart, find your original focus point. And one more time, inhale, scoop the hands overhead, stretch tall, look up, and exhale, hands to heart, finding that focus point. Very good.
Let's reach one hand up and over, just like before, but now we're standing. You have options here to keep the feet separated hips distance. A little bit more challenging to bring the feet together. It's even more challenging to lift the hands, interlace the fingers, except for the pointer finger, and that stretches all the way over. Take a full breath, and then release, and come back to standing. So again, your options. Level 1, feet hips distance, one hand up, one hand on your hip. Level 2, keep the hand on the hip, the heel toe the feet, so that the big toes are touching and heels slightly apart. Level 3, we interlace the fingers and take the full variation. Coming back up to center, and then slowly release. Separate the feet and bring the hands to the hips, and just take big hip circles here. Take 3 or 4 one way, and 3 or 4 the other. This is one of my favorite movements, actually, for low back and hip pain. It's like I'm doing a big hula hoop. Now we'll take the feet slightly into a turnout. So if you were a dancer, you could think second position, right? Toes out, heels in. I like bringing the hands to the hips. So as I drop into goddess pose, I'm imagining sending power and strength into my legs. So by bringing the hands to the tops of the thighs, you can actually feel your muscles working and realize, oh, I can actually go a little bit lower. We have more strength in our legs than we realize sometimes. So here's a nice level 1, option 1. Level 2, we'd add the arms into it and open them up to the sides. Level 3, maybe add a little bit of a dance and feel the burn in your low body. Wherever you are, take a few more breaths. Keep the heart open. Maybe keep a smile on the face. And to stand up, we power through the feet. Lift up, reach up. And then gradually bend the elbows, open the chest, and relax. Let's head right back into it, goddess pose. Remember, you have options level 1, level 2, or level 3. Add a bit of a dance. One of the beautiful things about practicing in your home is that we can take some of the self-consciousness out of it and allow yourself to just really move and explore and feel what works best for your body. Feeling the burn? Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, peel all that open out your mouth. And right back into it, goddess pose. This time we'll all bring the hands down on the legs, take it nice and low, and add a twist. So one shoulder drops down. Maybe you look behind you. Maybe you drop it onto the elbow. Okay? So you decide where it is you want to go. Take a full breath. And then take it to the other side. We just dip the shoulder. Maybe we look behind. And maybe you drop it to the elbow. It's really up to you. Take a full breath. And gradually stand on up. Now let's take the feet back to parallel by bringing the heels a little bit wider. So the outer edges of your feet should be lined up with each other like railroad tracks. Hands on hips. Roll the shoulders back and find a gentle bend in your knees. We're going to lift the heart even higher and start to hinge from the hips all the way down towards the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need to bring the hands on the ground underneath your shoulders. If this feels impossible, bend the knees more, take the feet wider apart, and bring those yoga blocks, I don't have any with me today, under the hands. So that's how we can make the pose less challenging, is bringing something under the hands. It's common to get dizzy here if we're not used to this pose. So this is where you can come if you need to breathe and take some of the dizziness out. Otherwise, we're going to take it into a forward bend, relaxing the head towards the ground. You can walk the hands wherever they feel most supportive, and think about plugging the crown of your head down towards the earth, lifting your sit bones up towards the sky. Breathe. Getting some blood into our brain.
And then walk the hands forward if they're back. Come back to that halfway pose. Bend the knees, look forward, long spine. This time we'll bring one hand right underneath our heart and the other hand can come to the waist. Start to twist. Roll your shoulders away from the ears. We can stay right here, or a little bit more challenging, you can lift that top hand up. Spread the fingers, energize the hand. Open the heart towards the sky. And if you have arm binds in your practice, we could bring the back of that hand to the outside hip, or even catching the inner thigh. So that's a more advanced variation, but if it's in your practice, feel free to find the arm bind and lean back into it. Take a full breath, and slowly release. Take the other side. Hand comes under the heart, spine is as long as you can make it. We're really powering down through the feet and the toes. Option 1, hand to the waist. Option 2, hand floats up to the sky. Option 3, taking a bind, back of the hand to the hip, or fingers grab the inner thigh. Lean back wherever you are and breathe. Slowly release. Find that halfway position. Look forward, big inhale. And exhale, take it back into forward bend, hanging out upside down for a little while. Find a focus point and breathe. Coming back to standing. You might bend the knees and roll up. You might find a halfway pose first. Maybe using the feet, driving them down to power all the way up to standing. Take your time, using the transition of heel, toe, to come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Find your palms forward, either find your drishti point or close your eyes and take a few slow breaths right here. Gently bring the hands together at heart center. And if you're not facing the front of your mat, go ahead and do so. On your next inhale, reach the hands high. And on the exhale, take it down to forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to root the hands towards the earth, connecting the palms all the way onto the ground. You may need to bend the knees a lot, and we'll step the feet back to a plank pose, top of the push-up. I love this pose as a reminder of how strong we are. If you have wrist pain or this pose feels pretty impossible to you, no worries, just drop the knees down, take a modified plank. If you do that correctly, you're actually working the core just as hard. Wherever you are, hold for 5 more breaths. You can do it. Modified plank or full plank, shoulders right over the hands. If you're in full plank, kick those heels back strong so that you feel your quadriceps working a lot. Push down for your pointer finger and your thumb. Make sure you're breathing. And then we'll all lower the knees down if they're not there already. Sink the hips back towards the heels for our wonderful child's pose. Option 1, stack the fists and rest your forehead on your fists. Option 2, flat hands, stack the palms, elbows a little wider, and rest your forehead on your hands. And level 3, reach the hands forward and rest the forehead on the ground. Take 5 slow breaths wherever you are.
all the way full on the inhale. And all the way up to on the exhale, push it out. Slowly roll all the way up to the kneeling. We'll sit the hips off to one side, off of the heels. Support yourself with your hands to allow your legs to reach all the way forward. So we've done a good amount of forward folding. To be a little more warm for a seated forward fold. So first we start in staff pose by kicking the legs straight out in front, bringing the palms to the floor underneath the shoulders, and energizing the feet. Now notice, so the outer edges of your feet reach out more, the inner edges. Can you make them even? So can you line up the outer and the inner edges of your feet? And can you spread your toes? Now if it's already challenging to sit up straight, get some blankets or get that pillow underneath your hips. You're going to want to elevate your hips. That will let you sit taller. Another option is to actually bend the knees here, sliding the heels in to get that straight spine. That's most important. Doesn't matter if you can touch your toes, but it does matter if you have a straight spine. Now let's lift the hands overhead. Imagine that you have your yoga block in between your hands, or you can actually try that at home, bringing your block in between your hands, just energizing between the palms, and then moving, bending at the hips, not the waist, at the hips. Reach the hands out as far as you can. Maybe they catch the toes, but if not, don't worry about it. Just bring them down on the ground or anywhere on the legs. Tuck the chin a little so that the crown of the head shines out. Every inhale, longer in the spine. Every exhale, soften into it. And this is where it's so important to honor where we are today. Right here, right now, today. This version of the posture is very yang or yang, right? Very active. Let's make it more yin now by separating the legs a bit, allowing the feet to find their natural point and natural turnout. Forget everything I said about a straight spine and let your back round, let your head drop. Addressing the connective tissue through this yin posture. Most importantly, find your breath. Relax more every exhale. Imagine if you were to have fallen asleep in this pose, what would your body look like? Can you let go of tension in your head, in your hands, in your low back? Maybe take it a little rock side to side. Whatever feels good here. You can stay in this posture as long as you like, even up to 5 minutes, if that felt good for you. This is our last posture of the day before Shavasana, where we will end every single time. So when you're ready for that final resting pose, lie down on your mat or your blanket or the floor and relax as much as you can. If you need a pillow or a bolster under the knees, do so, or under the head to support, that's fine. You want to get as comfortable as possible so that you can rest for a few minutes and let all of that beautiful yoga soak in and become a part of you. Traditionally, we practice Shavasana with the eyes closed, the arms slightly away from the body and the palms up. But if it's more comfortable to have the eyes softly open or bring the hands to the body, please do so. It's your practice. Give yourself what you need. Take a couple more on-purpose breaths into the belly and the chest. Out from the chest and the belly. Last one, best one. And then just simply relax and let go.
You'll stay in this posture for at least 5 minutes, or longer if you have the time. And whenever you're ready to end your practice, simply come to a seat right where we started and take a minute or more in seated meditation. I'll see you next time. Namaste.